Hey guys, it's your boy itsJackSalter, and today we are reviewing the Fantastic Four. Today, in a few hours, I'm meeting up with my friends and we're watching the Fantastic Four, and then I'll come home and review it for you guys. I'm literally so excited for this film. I honestly believe in Pedro Pascal. I know so many people hate the casting, but I actually like it. I don't think it's bad at all. So, Pedro's gonna be great. I'm so excited for Johnny. I love the Human Torch, and I didn't love Joseph Quinn when they announced it, but we'll see. I think we'll have to watch it first before we judge. I really hope Doom shows up, too. I love Doctor Doom. He's one of my favorite villains. I actually wanted to be Doctor Doom for Halloween, but the whole armor is really expensive. So that's gonna happen one day. But for now, I'm hyped for that. I'm hyped for the setting, too. I think that looks very cool in the trailers. Galactus as a villain looks amazing. It's like such a cool character to have. So we'll see if I like it.
The next day.
Oh my god, guys. That movie was fucking ass! I'm not surprised at all as to why the second week is doing so bad. No one is telling their friends to go watch this shit. And I hate being a hater, especially because I love Pedro Pascal, okay? I love the cast of the film, and I know they really tried their best. But it was not it, dude. Spoiler warning, this is gonna be a rant, so I'm just gonna say whatever comes to my mind, okay? So I'm gonna be spoiling. So if you haven't watched the film, you might wanna watch it illegally. No, don't watch movies illegally. As an actor, do not watch movies illegally. Go watch it, maybe you'll like it. And then come back to this video. My biggest issue with this film, I think, was the pacing. The pacing fucking sucked, bro. This film is supposed to be really, heavy, but scenes didn't have time to breathe, emotions didn't have time to play out, and as a result, you don't really care about anything, okay? Nothing has weight to it. Nothing has consequences. Everything goes by either too fast or too slow. It felt like they had an idea of what to do, they filmed it, they realized the movie was only an hour long, and then they went, oh, let's add really long scenes just to make up for those 2 hours. At the beginning, the first act, it's like they try to do something artistic for once, and then they try to mask that Marvel cookie cutter into this 60s fashion style movie. I also felt like the characters, maybe I'm gonna get redundant, I don't know, but I also felt like the characters, dude, they didn't have anything going on for them, dude. They barely get any backstory. They have a few scenes at the beginning to establish their personalities, which, let me spoil you, they have no personality. The one with the most personality is maybe Johnny, okay? Johnny Storm, Joseph Quinn did amazing, but I felt like he was holding back on their personality, for all of them, really. I don't think they were trying to be over the top these characters. It felt like they were all trying to stay in a monotone voice and persona the entire time. And I think it's because they try to make it they try to make these characters kinda have a transatlantic accent to fit more the 60s vibe. But that was just nulling and dulling the fucking characters, dude. Johnny had some personality. Reed Richards, no personality at all. The Thing was barely in this movie. Susan, no personality either. They have maybe one scene where they show different opinions, but that's about it. Apart from these small scenes to establish their personalities in the beginning and go, yep, this is the character trope I'm gonna play for the rest of the movie, I felt like I did not get to know them better at all throughout the movie. They stuck to that trope that they showcased in the first 15 seconds of each scene with the character. And since then, they didn't develop, they didn't grow as people, I didn't get to know them better, know their fears, no. They were I'm smart and grumpy, and he stayed smart and grumpy the entire time. Susan, oh, I'm a mother, I'm gonna fight for my kids. My character is mother, and that's all she was. She was mother. The Thing, I couldn't even tell you, dude, he was not in this film. He barely was there. He was just kind guy the entire film. Johnny, oh, I'm the womanizer. He didn't even do as much to be the funny womanizer guy that he's supposed to be. It just felt kind of flat. Then, dude, the same jokes happen all the time between these characters. So if character A and character B have joke C, they make joke C throughout the entire film. Again, just repeating what I already know about these characters, not adding anything to their personality. If this film didn't mention at the beginning that Johnny and Sue were brothers, I wouldn't have known. They could have been friends, they could have been cousins, co-workers. I would not have known they were brother and sister. They did not give that vibe at all. Oh my god. And in a way, I felt like these characters could have been replaced by any character. Their personality was so dull. I don't know the word in English, guys. I'm so sorry. But they were so like brain dead that, dude, they could have been any character. You could have told me those were like, I don't know, Iron Man, Spider-Man, the Hulk, and who do I put for Invisible Woman? I don't know, bro. Black Widow. I could have believed you. Nothing made me be like, damn, that's Reed Richards right there. No. Like, obviously he was like really smart in the movie, but it was like a one-note kind of smart. Like, oh yeah, I'm the smartest guy, and everyone's gonna do what I say because I'm the smartest guy. I don't know, bro. The events in this film had no weight, dude. The Silver Surfer comes. He goes, "Hi, Harold." That scene was cool. I'm gonna give them that. I herald his beginning and I herald your end, whatever. Basically says, your world's gonna die, enjoy your final moments. And I go, okay, we're about to see how the world's gonna react to this. Like, are people gonna start spending time with their family, going on vacation, crying, trying to figure something out? Nope. People get mad at the Fantastic Four because this movie is just a fucking the trolley problem made an MCU film. And people get mad. There's like, 100 people outside the Baxter building. And then Sue goes out and goes, "Hey guys, this is Franklin. He's my baby. You see? I cannot kill my baby. It's my baby." And then everyone goes like, "Oh my god, baby. The whole world goes baby. Baby, yay, baby, oh my god. Let's not kill the baby, you're right, let's think something else." Bro, so unrealistic. You gonna tell me the world is that united? Like, if fucking Galactus came tomorrow, okay? I don't wanna be a hater, but if Galactus came tomorrow and was like, "Yo, we need to kill that random child or the whole world dies," and then the mom went like, "Guys, please, it's my baby, look, he's really cute," I'd be like, bro, I don't give a fuck about your baby, dude. We are eating that shit, dude. He's going on a pot, we are roasting him with fucking pork, bay leaves and whatever, and we're feeding that shit to Galactus, dude. No way the whole world went, "Oh my god, the baby's actually cute, she's a mother, mothers, let's not kill the baby." Like, what the fuck? There was no division, which was insane. And just like that, problem solved, move to the next problem. That's what they did the entire film. Oh my god, a big problem? Oh, here's a solution, don't worry. Oh my god, big problem? Oh, here's a solution. Next scene. There was no pacing. It was either, oh, problem, let's make the longest scene ever to try and solve it. For example, Johnny Storm trying to figure out the language of the Silver Surfer. First of all, why wouldn't you tell Reed he's the smartest guy alive? Because he's stressed. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up. He could have figured out both at the same time. Anyways, Johnny goes, "Okay, let's figure this out." And there's a scene where he lays out these papers with the translations, and the scene goes like this. Imagine there's papers on that wall. Different angle of papers on the wall. Papers again. Different angle of the papers. And if you got bored in those 5 seconds of I was showing you this, it's because that's how I felt in the fucking movie theater. That's how bored I was. Bro, I did not have to see those papers for that long. It's crazy that a scene about papers is stuck in my head. And that's what I mean. It felt like they just had to like fill up the empty space. A lot of like the issues in the movie try to make a lot of these issues in this movie were they try to make them feel like these really heavy, important problems, and then nothing happens with them. When characters meet other characters, when political things are happening, nothing really happens with anything. And I'm gonna say this as a parenthesis, they just introduced fucking Mole Man at the beginning to be like, oh, people are gonna hide in the caves of Mole Man at the end. That's the only reason why. Like, he was not in the movie at all until they went, oh, we have to call Mole Man. And just had to, like, introduce him really fast at the beginning so they could have that call make sense. Then, I don't know if they think we are dumb or what, but a lot of the movie felt like this. Something big happens, and then they go, they have like this transition scene, okay? And they go, like, character A goes, oh my god, can you believe this happened? Character B goes, oh, so then this happened because this happened? And then character C goes, yes, that happened! It's like, bro, I just watched that. I, the viewer, just watched that. These three characters were all in that moment. Why are they repeating it fucking 2 seconds after it happens? And this happens throughout the entire film, which made it seem like the pacing was even more boring. Like, I was actually bored, and I haven't been bored in the movies in a while. But it's like, dude, I know what's happening. I just saw it. Why are we explaining it to me again? There was also this huge inconsistency when it came to the characters' powers and abilities, dude. We start off, the Silver Surfer, fast as fuck, okay? Fastest, like, being ever. And then she's not that fast when the plot needs her to be slower. And then she's really fast when the plot needs her to be extremely fast. And then again, she's not that fast. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck is happening? Dude, Galactus, they show him, oh, Galactus is this cosmic entity. He's the most powerful thing. He would kill you in an instant. Bro, Johnny burned that shit up. In his spaceship, he burned that shit up. Galactus was, in some points, being like, ah, rah! And in some points, he was like, burning. He didn't care. What is it? Is he hurting? Is he uncomfortable by the fire? Or does this, like, not matter at all to him? Fucking, are you telling me Invisible Woman is just gonna push Galactus around like a fucking good boy, bro? Is she just gonna be like, move, bitch? And then push Galactus for like several blocks in New York City? If she's that powerful, I know she like died because of that energy that she used. But what do you mean she's that powerful to move Galactus? And Johnny's that powerful to sometimes really hurt Galactus? Like, why is Galactus so fucking weak if you guys are saying this cosmic horror? I felt throughout the entire film that the Silver Surfer was way stronger than Galactus. The Silver Surfer went through the world like this, destroyed every fucking teleporter thing, and Galactus took fucking 5 business days to get to Earth, just to get pushed around like a little bitch, bro. And the entertainment wasn't good enough for me to like completely ignore the problems I had with this film. It's fully like, dude, I don't know, like, as the MCU does, every single scene has like humor to it, and the jokes were just not hitting, you know? Like, they never really hit, but it's like entertaining enough. But this time they were really not hitting, dude. And like, I would like half smile sometimes. Like, it really was not good. And I felt like throughout the film, they could have just, like, done actual, like, emotional character development or something for me to, like, get attached to these characters more. And instead of these fucking MCU jokes all the time. And the thing is, dude, I'm not, like, the biggest Fantastic Four fan at all. Like, they're not my favorite team at all. But I feel like this movie relied on not my nostalgia, but that I already knew the characters and I already like the characters from like the comic books or the old times or the old movies or whatever. And they were like, these people already like the characters, so we don't have to worry about the characterization at all, which is insane. Superman did so good because they fucking did the personality of the character amazingly. And the movie was so fucking good, people kept telling their friends, yo, go watch it. I went to watch Superman twice, and I wanted to watch it 3 times. Fantastic Four, there's no way I'm going back to, dude. That was fucking torture. And I have to watch it with my girlfriend, because she didn't come with me this time. So I'm just gonna fucking have 2 hours of torture. That's how I feel about the Fantastic Four. Low-key, I wanna wait till it comes out in Disney+. Which is streaming is killing the cinema because of that, bro. That's a topic for another day. But bro, if you make bad movies, I don't wanna go watch it. Okay? I'm not gonna tell my friends to go watch it. And then my friends are not gonna come to watch it. And I'm not gonna go twice, definitely. Now, here's where I'm gonna get a bit controversial, okay? But there was no superpowers in a movie about 4 superpower individuals, 5 superpowered individuals at all. I'm gonna say like 95% of the movie, there was no superpowers. Reed Richards, who I know they're not gonna do this because of budget, but in the comics, he's always in this like weird ass like shapes and stuff. He does this weird shit. He has like 2 heads, so he becomes a knot. He doesn't want to stand up and go there. He's just gonna like make my arm and my head go there and look around. That's how he is. This movie, bro, he stretched maybe 4 times. He was only like, let's climb this big building. Like kinda stretch. So mid, bro. Superpowers mid, bro. The thing who's supposed to be so fucking like cool, bro. He did not even punch anything. They try to make this like ongoing gag about what time is it? It's clobbering time. But they didn't make the what time is it joke that much. They made it like 3 or 4 times at the very beginning of the film, and they don't do it again at all. So when the thing finally says it's clobbering time, he doesn't even punch Galactus. He just gets thrown like a little fucking pebble into him. He didn't do anything. He was fucking useless. Like, bro, what the fuck? Then Sue Storm became invisible. Maybe never. She pops up in a bed out of nowhere in a scene which didn't really make much sense for her to be there. And I was like, oh, they just tried to use the invisibility powers. They used the force field powers even more, but they made it more to be like the force rather than the force field. I get that the force field is pushing these people, but it was like the car is coming down, and instead of being like force field, boom, and it bounces, it was like boom, and he's grabbing the car there. Like, bro, what the fuck? I'm pushing Galactus. Dude, you're meant to be doing force fields. I know she probably does that in the comics, but it was not satisfying to watch. Why did she not become invisible? I was thinking that she was gonna use her invincibility to like do cool shit. No, I think she makes the spaceship invincible once, which helped. But I wanna see you using your invisibility to like sneak around and do your own like thing, you know? They used it to like too much as a scapegoat for their ship. Or for like all of them, rather than for her like doing some cool shit with her superpowers like that. Then Human Torch was fine with the superpowers. He was fine. I liked him. I liked how he looked. Maybe I would have like more fire on him. It felt a little like the fire was only here and he was red. I wish it was more like but that's fine. That doesn't bother me that much. But yeah, dude, there was barely any superpowers, bro. The thing didn't do shit. And then, okay, this is controversial again. I was saying this before. Mr. Fantastic, being the smartest man ever, could have been any character. Like, it could have been fucking Iron Man, it could have been whoever. He was really smart, yes, but sorry, I ran out of storage. Yes, he was really smart, but his plan was the most generic shit ever, dude. So fucking generic. Oh, let's just teleport the world. Okay, oh, he's really smart, so he can do that. Oh, Iron Man, he's really smart. He can make a time machine in 5 seconds. Bro, it felt like that. Like, I always, when they have a smart character, I'm thinking, dude, they're gonna have this, like, insane strategy to, like, beat Galactus. Like, he's gonna come up with something wild. And then the wild is just, well, what if we just move him away? Bro, what are we doing? It should have been, like, we are gonna make... Not even like make this laser or anything like that, because that's also really simple. But I don't know, you have to come up with something to be like, bro, we are gonna use Invisible Woman's like a force field to create this like interdimensional tear with this like da 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 and build something like sick using like everyone's like abilities and maybe like even like bro, I don't know, London has the gravitational pull of this thing, so we're gonna ask that police like to make this thing, and I don't know, in Russia they have this thing, you know, like I don't know, like a whole that strategy, bro. I'm not gonna come up with a better strategy in 5 minutes, but that's because I'm not the fucking writer. But as the writer, you should have be like, fuck, what's something really sick he could do? Not, oh, we're gonna teleport him away. He's the smartest man alive, but his first thought was, let's waste fucking $1 trillion in making these fucking teleporters all over the world to move Earth, and risk the gravitational pull of the planet, instead of being like, oh, what if we just move him? Maybe that should have been your first thought, bro. 1 teleporter. Maybe do 4, just in case he doesn't land in that one. I don't know. Maybe it's easier. Maybe if you're the smartest man alive, you've thought about that. Now, I love Pedro, and this fucking pains me, but it's because I read somewhere that he was trying so hard to like come up with these cool concepts and accents and stuff for his character, and the studio wouldn't let him do it. They were like, no, be more yourself. But bro, the studios made Pedro Pascal look like Pedro Pascal, talk like Pedro Pascal, and act like Pedro Pascal. So I was just seeing Pedro Pascal. Like, yeah, there was moments where, because he's a good actor, he was like portraying Reed Richards, but his character felt so flat. So flat. I was expecting something way cooler. I was expecting fucking Reed Richards to be like, let's sacrifice this fucking baby, dude. Like, he has to be that cynical man, and then at the end of the movie be like, you're right, that was never an option. You know, that character development, maybe. Maybe character development. So, is this the worst movie in the MCU? No. If the movie came out, like, I don't know, 10 years ago, maybe I'd be like, yeah, it was good. But bro, it was a mediocre film. Probably, like, obviously the Marvels is a worse movie, but this shit was ass, dude. So, I'm gonna give it like 2 stars, and I'm being generous. 2 out of 5. And I'm being really generous. But it was not good, bro. Not good. And again, the pacing was so fucking bad. Like, it was all over the place. Guys, it got so bad. The fucking final fight was so bad. I was like, damn, there's no way this is the final fight. Like, it didn't even cross my mind. I was like, okay, this is like the medium like battle where they're gonna fuck up something, and now they're gonna come up with a really cool plan on the spot to beat Galactus. That was what I thought. No, that was the final fight, guys. That was actually it. Silver Surfer goes, you know what? I'm gonna change teams right now, and I'm gonna beat him for you all. That's what happened. I'm like, bro, they couldn't even like beat their own villain. That was crazy. And again, the pacing was so bad that some scenes felt so long, and then by the time we got to the end of the movie, 2 hours have gone by, and I'm like, oh, you know what? Maybe it's only been an hour, dude, because this movie's been shit so far, and people keep saying this movie is great. Nah, dude, this movie sucked. It sucked ass. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys, my rant. Please rant in the comments below. Fight me on this. I really want to know what you guys are thinking. Like and subscribe for more fucking reviews. If you like this chaotic energy in this video, this feels like more me. I did a Superman review, and I tried to make it too formal, and it didn't feel like me. It felt kind of boring. So, if you guys like this style better, let me know in the comments too. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!